Hello and welcome. In this video we are going to be querying a table. So once you've got the pgadmin 4 tool opened, you need to basically right click on the database that contains the table you want to query. So in my case it will be the DVD rental, so I just right click and click on this query tool. I've already clicked on it, that's why I've got the query tool opened here. So I've got a simple query here just to query this table. I briefly illustrated this in the previous lecture where I inserted a row. So this is just a basic simple select statement. Select is the keyword you use if you want to retrieve data from a table. If you're using the asterisk, that means you are retrieving data from all the columns of the table. So let me expand this database so we can take a look and then go to the schema. Under the schema we have the tables, and the table I'm currently querying is this table here, which is the weather table. So when you're querying a table, if you don't specify the columns, I'm using an asterisk, which means I'm querying all the columns of the table. So it will return all the rows, all the data from this table. If I wanted to be specific, I can just select the columns I want to create. But by using the asterisk, it means it's going to get data from all the columns. So let me execute that so you can see. Look at all the data from the table. So it's got 4 rows at the moment. Okay. Notice you've got this value here called null. Null basically is an unknown value. When something is not known, it's represented as a null value. Also notice we've got some duplicate data here. This is just illustration, so I've inserted same type of data twice, but we can also change that and edit that later. So these are easy to update. So I've got another query here on line 3 that I've added. Basically what I'm doing here, you can also write expressions, not just simple column references. So here you can see I'm selecting the city, and this is the city, and these are the columns. And here we also using this value here, we're using anyway you see AS means it's an alias name. So we've got an alias name called temp_average, and then we've got a date from the weather. All right, so let me execute this so you see what it does. Execute this and you can see I created a temporary column here using this AS alias. So the AS clause basically is used to relabel the output column. Okay. All right, I've added another query here, this block here, and I'm using the where clause. The where clause basically acts as a filter that specifies which rows are wanted. Okay, so basically I'm saying from this table called weather, which is this table here, I want you to return any rows, okay, where the name of the city is equal to San Francisco and where this value is greater than 0.0. So let me execute this and it will return whatever it can find matching that. So you can see here is returned 2 records matching that. That's because these are duplicate records anyway, so I will fix that at some other time. This is not that urgent, but I can always update this so that the duplicate is removed. So I've added another query here, this block here, And so basically I'm selecting distinct from the table called weather, and I'm ordering it by the city. Distinct basically means it will remove any duplicates. Order means it will order it based on the city. So let me execute this query. I'm just going to highlight it. The reason I'm highlighting it because I don't want all the other scripts to be executed. I just want the highlighted one. Then I'll click on that, and oh, I've got an error. Okay. The reason I've got an error here is because when I use the distinct, I didn't specify which column. So I need to specify the city. So I'm selecting distinct city from here. So by distinct, it will remove any duplicate. So let me run that again, and I should get a better output this time. You can see here is only returned one instance of San Francisco because I've used the word distinct, and it's also ordered it by city. Okay. And when you're ordering, you can specify either ascending or descending order. And okay, if you want to use, if you're not sure which way you want to order it, you can either do it ascending or descending. So anytime you want to remove duplicate rows, always use distinct in the query. So that's basically it for this lecture on querying a table. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.